Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what messages the universe wants to share with the collective today, please. Let's see what we need to hear. What do we need to know? What messages are coming through? And we have the 10 of Wands. Let's see what else we need to hear for this reading today, please. What messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know about this person and this connection? And we have the 8 of Cups. We'll grab one more card before we start talking about the message that's coming through, although I'm pretty sure I know what it's trying to say here. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What messages are coming through, please? And we have the star that I have to quickly cover with a post-it. For those of you new to the channel, if you see a post-it on a card, it is because I'm covering it so that we don't upset or offend the YouTube censors because there is an image on there. Although it's not really an image that shows anything because there's no definition to anything, kind of like this gummy cartoon character, there's an implication there. Anyway, so the 10 of Wands starts this reading immediately followed by that 8 of Cups. And I feel that what this is saying, the combination of those two cards, is your person feeling guilty for running. They are feeling the heavy weight, the regret, the remorse, and everything else that goes along with it for running away from you and from this connection, for ghosting, for denying the relationship, and everything else that you have been through with this person. There is this major guilt, regret, and remorse for that, with that 8 of Cups and 10 of Wands being side by side. But the 8 of Cups does tell us that your person is working through their issues. They are gaining this sense of who they are and letting go of things that have been holding them back from being able to be in this relationship with you, because the 8 of Cups is also about releasing baggage, old emotional wounds, fears, insecurities, drama, trauma, chaos, things that they've gone through and experienced in their lives that have caused them to act and behave with you in ways that were, well, not high vibration behaviors. We'll just leave it at that. But with the 10 of Wands being here to start the reading, they're feeling the weight of it all. They're feeling regret. They're feeling remorse. They're feeling guilt. They're feeling lost without you as well. But these cards, this combination of cards, is actually something that's very powerful because it's telling us that your person is owning it. They're taking responsibility for what they have done wrong. And on top of that, they are also following through to get their act together, to release these things that have held them to this past that is no longer serving them. This stuff from the past is no longer part of their lives, and they need to let it go. They need to release it. They need to heal it, and they've got to feel it to heal it, so they can deal with it. And that is what is happening in these 3 cards. Now, the star tells us that your person is going through a period of healing right now. It also tells us that your person sees that you are the one for them. They've always known that you are the one, and that is how they've always seen you in regard to this connection. But the star is a card of hope and the card of optimism, and it tells us that it's best to try to remain optimistic and in a positive mindset about your person and this connection and what they're doing, because they are healing and releasing the things that have been holding them back from you and from this relationship, because they want to make their way back to you. And soon they are going to test the waters by reaching out and communicating with you to see if you are even willing to talk to them, to see if you're going to respond, to see if you're going to answer a text or a phone call. They want to test the waters because they see and understand now with much greater clarity and understanding about themselves, about how they damage this relationship and what they need to do differently. And that is what that run of 3 cards is. But they're feeling the heavy weight of it. It's heavy. And I feel for many of you, your person's heart is heavy as well. And you know, when we have to heal things that we've been carrying with us for a long time, whether it's a wounded inner child or stuff that happened to us when we were in high school, perhaps, or things that happened when we were in past relationships that we hadn't really sort of like dealt with, that we just put a Band-Aid on, perhaps, or a finger splint or whatever, something kind of like minimal to ease the pain. That pain comes back. Those things come back. All of those issues come flooding back. And that is what your person is having to deal with at the moment. But let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear for this reading today, please? What messages about this person do we need? Well, this is the Hangman. Well, when they ran from you, and this is a bit of a different message on the Hangman today, guys. I feel that when your person ran from you, when they denied this connection and ghosted and all of that other stuff, they can see and understand now that they broke their own heart by doing that, because they were sacrificing their own happiness by running and by ghosting. They are happiest when they are with you. That is why the star is there, because that tells us they see you as the perfect partner for them. But they sacrificed their own happiness because they weren't ready. They weren't ready for you. They still had all of this baggage that they had to get rid of, that they had to kick away, that they had to burn in the dumpster, that they had to set on fire, kick to the curb, dump it down the garbage disposal, whatever it is that your person needs to do or has needed to do, because they are working through it now. But the Hangman also tells us your person wants to hold on to you and onto this relationship, and they've definitely had a wake-up call. This is about them having greater clarity and understanding about themselves and about why they have allowed these things, whatever those things are for your person, to negatively impact them, their life, you, and this relationship. The Hangman is ruled by Pisces. The star is ruled by Aquarius. So for those of you who have your sun, moon, or rising signs for you or your person in Pisces or Aquarius, this can be a place of validation for you, but you don't need to be any of the signs that I call out for this reading. These are collective readings and they are for all signs. It's just that many people have asked us to call out the signs that belong to the cards, which is why that happens. But this is a collective reading, so please just take in from the reading what resonates for you and release the rest. But let's see what else we need to know. What other messages does the collective need to hear? This is the Queen of Swords. Well, this is about your person speaking the truth. It is also about your person saying that they know that they were not fair with you in the past, and they didn't treat you justly. They didn't treat you fairly. They didn't give you the same amount of love, respect, attention, affection, support, encouragement that you gave to them. And they want to reciprocate this to you as they make their way back to you. They want to speak the truth. This Queen of Swords is about your person showing up and being honest and acting with integrity and doing what is necessary and required to explain this big mess to you, why they did it, why they created it, because they definitely want to unburden themselves from this guilt that they are feeling. And the only way that they can do that is to show back up in your life and tell you about it and be truthful and honest and apologize. That is also part of that Queen of Swords. But as well, it tells us your person knows that you are probably going to have some sort of boundary set with them, and that is fine by them because they don't want to ruin this relationship again once they start making their way back to you. The Queen of Swords is an air sign, so that is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. But this as well is about them wanting to tell you about how they feel, because all queens belong to the element of cups and swords belong to the element of air. Cups are about feelings and emotions. Air is things like communication, ideas, and thoughts. They're definitely thinking about you. You are on their mind, and they're thinking about this love that they have for you that they still need to express and share with you. But that is something that they're going to do. Another thing that they want to unburden themselves from as well, because they are carrying all of this stuff within them. And it's very heavy, not only this guilt and feeling the loss of you and not having you in their life and feeling all of this regret and remorse and all of those other things that go with it, but also this love that they still need to tell you and share with you because they want to tell you how they feel. So they are carrying all of this with them, and it is a heavy burden for them at the moment. It is a heavy weight, but this is exactly what they need to be going through and experiencing right now on their journey back towards you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know, please? What messages does the collective need? Well, this is the Hermit. I feel that this is about your person definitely being in this place of self-imposed isolation. And that goes with that Eight of Cups, which is someone who's running, someone who's ghosting, someone who's abandoned this connection. But what I'm also hearing is that your person doesn't want to be alone anymore. They don't want to be without you. They can see and feel and understand the experience of what being without you feels like. And that is something that they do not like. This is why they are trying to figure out what they're going to do in terms of coming back in your direction. The Hermit is ruled by Virgo. Now, as well with this Hermit, your person is following the energy of this star with the Hermit. Together, we have to consider that your person is doing a lot of inner work, a lot of inner reflection, a lot of self-evaluation to identify those things within them that have caused them to carry this baggage with them for as long as they have, whatever that baggage is, because it's all truly illusions, right? It's time to let it go. It's time to release it. Cut that stuff out of our lives. That is what I'm hearing your person saying. They don't want to carry it with them anymore, which is why they are using this time in this hermit cave, in their little hidey hole, to figure themselves out and get rid of it once and for all, because they're tired of sacrificing their own happiness because of their fears, their insecurities, their issues, their phobias, their unresolved issues, their emotional baggage, and whatever else your person has been dragging around with them. They want to get rid of it because they want to be happy. And they see that this happiness is with you and in this connection with you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need? Well, this is the Nine of Wands, guys. And I feel that that is about your person figuring out their approach. It really confirms this Hermit card in a way. Well, especially because they're both looking in the same direction, for one thing. But the Nine of Wands is about your person kind of like figuring out how they're going to approach you. They've taken a step back. They are taking a time out to figure out how they're going to come back at you with the truth, with an apology, with an expression of love. And this is something that they're seriously taking into consideration because they don't want to blow it. They want to make sure that they do it right because they want to get back to you because they see that you are the one for them. But I feel this Nine of Wands as well is also about your person looking back to the past and reliving a lot of the memories and experiences that you shared and had together. I'm wanting to have new memories with you as well. Let's see what else we need to know. But they have to come out of that hidey hole in order to do that with that Hermit card. Let's see what else. Well, this is the Moon, and it came out reversed. That is interesting because, goodness gracious. Okay, guys, so the Moon, I'm going to show it right side up, though, so you guys can see it. So I feel that this is, we have a lot of blue on the table today, and not all of these cards are blue-gray, but maybe they are. Anyway, so the Moon, I do feel your person is definitely feeling some melancholy and sadness, and they are feeling this sense of like having to look at all of their illusions, because that's what needs to happen in order for them to be able to make their way back to you. And illusions are those things that hold us back. Illusions are our fears, our insecurities, our self-doubt, our old emotional wounds, because all of those things are not real. It's just something that exists in their head. But I feel that what this is telling us is they are pulling themselves up and out of some of this melancholy that they have been feeling, especially with the Star card right on top of it. This tells us that they are figuring themselves out. If they can identify that they're tired of sacrificing their own happiness because their fears and insecurities and illusions have been more powerful for them than their happiness, that is definitely a huge step in the right direction. And it is telling us that your person is making their way back to you, because that Eight of Cups is also about the missing one returns. And your person at the moment is the missing one because they are MIA and they are the one who ghosted and ran from this connection. But I feel your person is dealing with some sadness and some melancholy, but they are coming up and out of it as well, because they are figuring out their plan, and that plan is giving them hope on how they're going to reach out to you, on how they're going to mend this connection with you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know, please? What do we need to know? Here we have the Nine of Cups. Well, that is an interesting run of cards, guys. All of this and then the Nine of Cups. Well, I do feel that this tells us, interestingly enough, especially with it coming underneath that hangman, what have I said several times? Your person's tired of sacrificing their own happiness. And the Nine of Cups is the card of happiness, joy, stability, love, abundance. And this is what your person feels with you, around you, when they are in your life and when you are sharing your lives together. The Nine of Cups is about so much love, though. 9 cups full of love, emotion, and feelings for you that your person wants to express to you. That Queen of Swords is about them also telling you all of the feelings that they have for you, but very much supporting what I said earlier about how your person is tired of sacrificing their own happiness because of their fears, their discontent with themselves, their illusions, their lack of confidence, their lack of self-esteem, and everything else, which is why they are doing this work that comes with that hermit, inner work, self-reflection, looking at everything and getting rid of the things that have held them back because they want this partnership and they want this relationship with you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? Well, this is strength, and there is a strength in this connection, and your person is so very capable of acknowledging that, okay, guys? They know it, they see it, and you guys have as well. They've always known there's a strong connection here between the two of you, but as well, this is about the inner strength and the courage and the confidence that they see in you, but also about your person being inspired by you to reach down deep into themselves and pull their courage, their confidence, and their strength up around them so that they can start making their way back to you. This is an interesting reading. It started with this heaviness, this guilt, kind of like walking away. I regret running, and then knowing that you're the one. I'm sacrificing my happiness. I want to speak my truth. I'm tired of being alone. I feel lonely without you in my life. I'm figuring out how I'm going to approach you, but I'm also thinking about us and about this connection and all of our memories. I want to come back. I want to rebuild this relationship. I'm having to release all the illusions because I am not happy when we are not together. But I am happy when we are in each other's lives because we share a very strong and powerful connection. That is what that entire run of cards is, guys. Strength is ruled by Leo. Again, Sun, Moon, or Rising in Leo. Leo, Virgo, the air signs, Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. That is what is on the table at the moment. But you don't have to be any of these signs, guys. This is collective reading, and it is for everyone. Please just take what resonates and let the rest go. Ah, Angel of Strength. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? The Angel of Strength showing up as well, but I feel that your person may need a little bit of heavy dose of strength at the moment. Send them love, send them light, say a prayer for them. Say a prayer that they can find their inner strength and their courage to work through the remaining of their issues, because working through their issues is what's going to bring them back to you, not praying for them to come back. Praying that they can have clarity, praying that they can see clearly, praying that they can work through their issues, praying that they can have strength, confidence, and courage. Those are the very things that are going to return your person to you. But I feel this Angel of Strength very much supporting that Strength card. It tells us your person is going to be able to dig deep to find those things within themselves that they need to find to start making it happen and getting it done so that they can start on their journey back to you, because being with you is what makes this person feel the happiest. Being with you is where they feel fulfilled. It's where they feel complete. It's where they feel happy, loved, cherished, nurtured, cared for. It's where they feel safe and secure as well in this connection with you. So let's see what else we need to know. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know, please? What messages does the collective need? Co-create. This card comes with number 40. Oh, and the Strength card, Angel of Strength card, comes with number 50, which resolves to 5. Also, we have 40 here on this co-create card. And this card is just so random. There is a cheetah, there is an owl, and then there is this egg that has cheetah print on it, but there's also a face in that egg. It is just what the artist chose to do with this card, and then these little banner flaggy things up here at the top. But I really feel that this is about co-creating this relationship. It is about building this relationship from the ground up from square zero, or is that ground zero? From ground zero. That's right, guys. From starting over. This is about starting over and building a much better relationship than the one that you had before. It says co-create. You can't co-create by yourself. You can create by yourself, but you can't co-create by yourself. That takes two. It takes you and it takes your person to create this relationship. Also, we have this cheetah on here, which cheetahs run, and I do feel that very much supports your person saying that they have gained wisdom during the time that you have been apart from each other, because there's an owl as well, being able to acknowledge that running was not the right thing to do. And they are saying as well that they weren't able to escape their emotions and their love and their feelings for you anyway. So they're able to say that this whole running experience was just a big, massive waste of time, and they shouldn't have done it because all they did was exhaust themselves. They made themselves feel like they were going crazy. They hurt you in the process, and they're also aware that, running didn't solve anything. It just made them desire you even more. So, but this is about co-creating. This is about building this relationship together from the ground up, the two of you side by side, making sure that this relationship fulfills everything that you are each looking for individually, but also each looking for as a partnership. And that as well, we talked about that with that Queen of Swords earlier. That is also about you setting your boundaries with your person. Okay, guys? And if you haven't set boundaries with your person in the past, don't be afraid to do that. It is very necessary to make sure that we are respected and honored by our partner. And your person as well is going to be respectful and not wanting to cross those boundaries with you because they don't want to blow this with you. They want to be able to rebuild this relationship with you on a solid foundation. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? I can't seem to forget about you. No, your person can't forget about you. You are on their mind. That is everything that they're feeling and experiencing at the moment, because they're filled with all of this regret. They're filled with remorse, and they don't like how it feels not having you in their life. So don't think at all that out of sight, out of mind, because your person is quiet with you. They're just quiet. They're in this hermit cave at the moment, figuring themselves out. Try not to take their silence personally. Try not to get frustrated at them, although that is easier said than done, guys. It is hard not to get frustrated and just downright pissed off at them. But your person hasn't forgotten you because you are unforgettable. Let's see what other messages the universe wants to share, please. I know I messed up. Well, yes, they do. Your person knows that they made a mess here, and that is why that 10 of Wands starts this reading. They are feeling the heaviness of it. It's also why this Moon card is here. Your person feeling bad, your person being upset, being a little depressed, melancholy that you aren't in their life, but also with that 10 of Wands, that is about them taking the responsibility to apologize and show back up and tell you why they did the things that they did, but also to apologize for all of it because they want to lessen their burden by the apology. That will make them feel so much better to not be carrying all this guilt around with them all the time. I wish I could take back what I said. Well, I really feel that that is about your person knowing that they said some things to you that were very harsh, that were perhaps even cruel. And while they may not have meant to have said what they said, okay, that came out right, they still said it. Whether or not we mean to say what we say to somebody in a moment of anger or fury or whatever, we still say those words. And we're still responsible for saying those things that were hurtful, that were soul-crushing, and that could have possibly really devastated somebody. Your person is not going to speak to you that way anymore because that Queen of Swords guarantees that. That is about them acting with honor and integrity moving forward. I often recall memories of you. Well, yes, your person does have a lot of memories of you. They have a lot of memories of your time together, of all of the fun that you would share with each other, of your intimate moments, of your conversations, the day that you first met, the places that you would go, where you would go on dates, and all of that other stuff. Your person does have a lot of memories. And we talked about that a little bit with that 9 of Nine of Wands rather, and that is about your person wanting to build more memories with you. They want more experiences with you because they want this relationship back, because they're tired of sacrificing all of their happiness because of their fears, their illusions and insecurities, and they want to hold on to you, and they want to hold on to this relationship as well. Remorse. Well, I do feel that your person does indeed feel quite a bit of remorse here. That is that Ten of Wands energy. They're feeling guilty. They're feeling the heaviness of all of this. And you know what, guys? If this is what they need to feel to go through it and experience all of this stuff to get to the other side of all of their nonsense, then this is what they need to feel. And it's all part of the process. But feeling remorse, feeling guilt, that actually shows us that they are growing up and being accountable and responsible to you and to this relationship. Important conversation. Well, I do feel there is an important conversation that's coming with your person. I feel like that is something that's coming up because that Queen of Swords is all about speaking the truth, speaking with honor and integrity, being authentic, being real, and also talking about their feelings as well. I do feel this conversation is coming up between you and your person based on the cards that we have here. And that is the first thing that needs to happen. They need to have a conversation with you before anything else can start happening, before you can get to this place of this Nine of Cups and Strength card, which is this happy, balanced, strong, loving, caring relationship with each other. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? Confronting. Okay. I don't feel that this is about your person being confrontational with you. What I'm hearing is this is about them confronting their issues. This is about them confronting those illusions, finding that strength to make it happen and get it done and get rid of it once and for all, like that Eight of Cups card suggests. Getting rid of the illusions, getting rid of the fear, the insecurities, all of that babble that goes on in their head that has caused them to live from that place of fear rather than living from this place of love that is here between the two of you. So they're confronting all of these things, their fears, their issues, their insecurities, and everything else because they want to make their way back to you. Crying. Well, I do feel that that is some of the energy that we have in this reading. And perhaps it is for you guys watching the reading as well. Perhaps you have been crying as well, you guys watching the reading. And my heart goes out to you because these are difficult situations when your person creates this kind of dynamic between you. But I also feel it is about your person crying, having tears. That is the melancholy and sadness that they're feeling that comes with that Moon card. Although it is getting a little lighter and brighter for them, but it's also the heaviness of that Ten of Wands and Eight of Cups as well. Feeling the guilt, feeling this regret, feeling this remorse, really upset with themselves for allowing themselves to sacrifice their happiness because their fears were blabbing at them in their head. They see and understand now what they need to do. And they're doing it because the Hermit tells us your person is looking within and getting rid of the things that have held them back because they are also tired of being without you. That is also this Hermit card. They don't want to be without you anymore. They want to make their way back towards you so that the two of you can come to this beautiful Nine of Cups energy and Strength card energy with each other and start rebuilding this relationship, because what your person is saying is they have sacrificed so much time that they could have been with you because they were listening to all of that gobbledygooky fear nonsense that was in their head instead of following what was in their heart and spending this time with you. They don't want to make that sacrifice anymore. They want to make their way back to you because they know the two of you have something special, that you have something magical, and that you belong together. And that when you are in each other's lives, you both fulfill what one another is looking for in terms of a romantic partner. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light. to all of you. Have a great day, everyone.